that's a metamorphosis wasted also at the time. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. And it looks like I'll be over here on the side of the Nexus Globetrotters. And so I'll go ahead and introduce these guys. We do have Teves over here playing on the Uther. Over down here we have Anxiety LOL playing on the Sergeant Hammer. Kepler Seas will be on the Stitches. Belmorte will be on that Tyrande. And we do have Crossaxe on Bala.
And the right hand side, the team of 360 Club. Spaghetti play Malfury and Gabri Crow on Illidan, Zorki on ETC, Super on Tassadar, and Pilatopus on the Zagara.
So pretty standard, except we do have the three moving down, it looks like, to the middle lane here. We do have the Zagara, who is going to give Bala a lot of trouble in this bottom lane. Both teams kind of scouting out the vision area. We do have Teves, who will be the one who decides to pick it up in the end here. And right now we have all the members actually. Looks like they're going to move up and try to get a pick here. They're going to go straight into the base side or port side of the 360 Club, but they're not going to be able to find anybody.
Yeah, so how are they going to play this? Usually you'd see like an Uther and Tyrande roam squad, where they roam as two and get the ganks off, leaving Stitches to solo, Hammer to solo, and leave Uther and Tyrande to rotate around the two lanes. But instead, they're going to try and go for hooks. That was a good minion there, Kiefer's. He obviously wanted that health globe so much as he hooked the minion, got the health globe, and then that was it.
Yep. But as you can see, there's a lot of trust from that coming out. We did have the sun automatically coming out from Tyrande after the hook went down, so they're going to have to be really careful. If they are able to get someone there, as they almost were able to grab the Illidan, then they're going to get automatically stunned up there, which will be a double stun coming out of Teves right after. So they're going to have to be careful, because when that hook does land, 360 Club's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yep, so Shrine time, 1:30 is when they will both activate, and how do the teams play this? Will Cossacks move up and let Zagara solo push this into Oblivion, or will they try and duel it out here? And it looks like Pilatopus will actually start to move up, and then decides straight away against it to just tap for mana and keep himself sustained in the lane.
Yep. So it looks like both at the bottom decide they just really don't want to move towards it. They're just both going to soak. Both teams are both actually soaking all three lanes, as the other members are going to go and pick up these shrines right now. Of course, the Nexus Globetrotters will have a bit of the, as you say, advantage due to being able to pick up this mid shrine right here. Kefrezis and Belmorte going ahead and clearing all these minions while the rest of the shots do finish up at the top side. We do have Zorki soloing this shrine like a boss on ETC, but the rest of his teammates are pushing down as they want to get those minions pushed up as far as possible and get as much experience as they can, but right now it's just pretty much dead even.
So usually on Illidan at level 4 you see Immolation get taken, so he effectively has a burning rage at level 4 whenever he uses his sweeping strike. We're seeing Marked for Death. Your next basic attack after dive deals 100% more damage to the target, so really going for some burst damage and looking to dive as much as he can just to try and get that damage off, just be a complete nuisance and dodge as much as he can in there as well.
So we do see the side of 360 Club are actually going to go ahead and pick up this camp as quick as possible, and of course they're going to wait before they do cap it, but we do at the bottom here, Anxiety LL game pushed down pretty low by the Zagara, who is pretty much solo at the moment. So it's interesting to see that she's the one with topped off health instead of Anxiety, but she probably just went ahead, threw out some of those spells of hers, got the Zerglings down, got the Hydralisk down, and then sat behind the wall as Anxiety took a lot of damage.
Yeah, so Zagara's now joined by the Illidan down here, just try and push this wave back as Nexus Globetrotters try and soak as many lanes as possible here. Zorki actually going for some intel. Went to see if there was anyone at the hard camp. Found nothing as they've now moved there. The Mule coming out of Tyrande is going to be healing up this top tower. As they're having to defend against this hard camp, and it's just going to be Teves, Belmorte, and in fact they're putting a lot of resources just to try and keep this hard camp at bay.
We do see Anxiety actually moving up also, so it looks like they actually might be transitioning straight to their hard camp. They know that they're able to get most of it down. They're just going to leave the minions to push out the rest of that hard camp, and the shrine is about to spawn in 14 seconds. They should be able to have this hard camp down by that time, so that means they will have a better push in the top lane, but they will have to have a little bit more of a fight for the bottom shrine, as the better positioning will probably come out of 360 Club.
Yeah, they are already on this shrine as Illidan and Malfurion are going to be capping that one. This hard cap has only just got taken, so the support of the Globetrotters is a little bit further behind. And look at this, this is essentially just a wall of Zorki just being an ETC. The mule coming down onto this tower is going to heal it up somewhat, but it still just won't be enough. As now we may see an engage, of course, though this will decide level 10.
Yep, and so as all this is happening, I'm actually dropping due to about 8 frames per second right here. So
okay, I'll play by play. Keefers is gonna get snared up there. He is able to drop ETC though. Gabrico on the Illidan going deep, gets shielded by the Tasdov. Zagara is trying to find the kill onto Keefers, but not able to do so. Platypus dropping low because of it. Super is not going to get helped out by the Temple Guard at all, as he actually got knocked in to a Tyrande stun. Platypus now is the last man trying to escape here. Gabrico trying to go deep here onto Bellamorte, but really can't get in there. Evasion being used, trying dodging out attacks. Baneling bust isn't going to be good enough. The shrine, the tower will fall. This is what happens when I play by play, and they're just going to try and have the honeymoon period now. They've got the shrine now. They're just going to push.
So, in all that happening, despite 360 Club having the better positioning, it did look like the Nexus Globetrotters were actually able to play it a lot better. What I was able to see that fight, they were just able to pick out. Looks like they picked up the ETC fairly early on into that fight, and so that just gave them complete control over that fight. But we do have the Illidan going in right now. He's going to be stunned up by the Rain of Vengeance twice right there. We do have the kills coming out of the Malfurion. Are they going to be able to pick up a kill here? We do have 2 inside that mall right now. Are they going to come out? Teeves is dangerously anxiety. Not sure if he has the thrusters or not. They are going to be able to pick up the kill on the ball right there. They're going to go straight on the cover C's. We do have the Metamorphosis coming out. Bellamorte might be the next one to be picked up, as they were stunned up by that mosh pit right there. Will they be able to pick up the kill? They will be able to pick up the kill. It will be a 5-0 in the favor of 360 Club. And they actually turned a complete 360 from that fight of the shrine onto that pickup right there.
That Maw was on point. It had not only the 2 damage sources of Valor and Hammer, but it also had Uther in there. There was no support for Stitches and Tyrande, so Stitches got absolutely melted in that one. And then as soon as Valor popped out, she was dead. The Banelings did so much damage to Anxiety, and just Zagara carried that fight single-handedly is the word I'm looking for. The boss then got taken. It's going to go towards this bot fort, try and do some damage there, but it should get dealt with pretty easily, especially when you have the mark.
Yep, and so that was actually really good by 360 Club, knowing that a lot of the ultimates had been used from Nexus Globetrotters there. They had recently reached 10 also, so they were like, we have all of our ultis, they're all off cooldown, so we're going to go ahead and fight this. They fought it, despite the Rain of Vengeance actually able to stun up the Illidan twice there. He went straight ham onto the rest of them. As you said, there was that Maul that was on point, just locked up a couple of them, then they were just able to take the fight completely right after that.
So, this mid temple is getting taken uncontested, but the bot one is getting taken by Keefers on the Stitches, while the rest of his team do help him out here by pushing the bot. That temple's now going to go towards the mid, and it should in fact take down the fort whenever Keefers actually gets back on it, and there we go.
And Anxiety is getting jumped upon here by Xorxes and Gravico. They're going to be able to jump straight on him, but the heals come out. Gravico is going to get locked up there by the Divine Storm and the Rain of Vengeance and get the pick up there. Anxiety just able to live long enough to get healed up by Teeves. The rest of his team was able to help him out, and they were able to win that fight, so that's going to be a 1-0 in favor of Nexus Globetrotters.
It will be indeed, as they now do take their own easy camp, and because they have this 1-person advantage for the next 10 seconds or so, they could have in fact gone aggressive and tried to take away the easy camp of 360 Club. They decided against this. They want to play safe. They know they're a little bit behind. They can't risk too much right now, so they're just going to take their hard camp and try and soak up some lanes and become even again on XP.
Yep. So despite all that happening, 360 Club was still able to take a fort, so they're going to be able to maintain that experience lead right now, although it's not too much as they are only reaching level 15 right now. So we'll have to see. The really big fights are going to come next. We'll have to see what each team decides to do. The boss still has about 2.5 minutes on it, so that's not going to be contested for a while. And both teams just kind of switching places right now. We have Nexus Globetrotters here at the top. Looks like they're going to try to take down this top fort, while at the same time actually only Illidan's down there. We do have 360 Club looking like they are going to try to contest this right now. They do want to fight. They don't want to give this up for free right now. And they're going to do their best to try to stay and contest this.
Yep, but the Taster shield is good, but one more hit from Teebs and it will fall. So now they're just going to have to back away from this one. There is still this kind of XP deficit between the two. It's only half a level, but 360 Club are going to hit. Oh, I was going to say 16 before, but they're also going to hit a hook, and the CC chain is good onto Gabri, but look at that health he's getting back.
Yep, and so Gabri is going to be able to get there. Will he be able to? He was able to metamorphosis out, but he will be able to be picked up right there. Zorcy actually has a 5-man watch pit going down, but will it be enough? We do have a lot of damage going down the teams. Will they be able to pick him up? Yes, they will, but at the same time, they will be able to pick up Zorcy's on the ETC right there. We do have the stun coming out onto the Zagar. Will they be able to pick up this one right now? Yes, they are. This is going to be a 3-for-1 in favor of the Nexus Globetrotters, and as we said before, once that hook landed, it just completely turned the fight in favor of Nexus Globetrotters.
Yeah, isolate the Illidan, and Illidan survived for a good period of time there. He was fortunate that he took the Lunar Flare, he also took the Divine Storm. So if he could do that again, but actually get out next time, Metamorphosis away rather than in, then they could turn their fights in their favour. Temples are up in 10 seconds. They are the polar opposites. We have the far north and the far south, and it looks like the team's just going to be, yep, you stay north, we'll stay south, just take one each.
Yep. And we do actually have the Experience League going in favor of the Nexus Globetrotters here. And during this whole time, they're actually going to be in better position, it looks like, where the boss comes up. But actually, the boss does have 45 seconds, so that probably won't be contested for a while right here. We do have both teams just kind of pushing down, with Nexus Globetrotters in a bit of a better position to push down these bottom structures, as we do have the rest of 360 Club to help out Zorcy's here.
Yep, but these Nexus Globetrotters, they're going on to this keep, and it looks like they may be the first team to get one and get those catapults spawning, whereas Platypus and Spaghetti, they have towers to contend with first. And now Super joins them, they do have a minion wave behind them. And again, Kiefer's, what are you doing? Make your mind up, either take the shrine or base, don't half-heartedly decide. But this keep will fall now.
Yep. And so, Illidan went, and it looked like he was trying to stop them, and in doing so actually just allowed them to take it, as 4 members showed themselves at the top there. They're like, okay, well, this Illidan can't beat both of us. We're just going to go and get this 4 and back off of here. We do have the Divine Storm going down inside the LOL, might be able to pick up the kill. Teebs does decide to sprint after it, but it looks like they weren't exactly on the same page there, and we will have Illidan being able to get away with a sliver of health, and he will be healed up now, and the bot shrine will be contested for the rest by the Nexus Globetrotters. They're going to pick up the rest of the shots on it, but the blast is up.
Yep, as it looks like Platypus may decide to start this with his roaches and his hydralisks, but for now they're just going to take away the easy camp. We have double imposing presence coming out on Stitches and Uther, trying to nullify the damage of Illidan. Of course, lower Illidan's attack speed. He won't be able to get any of his abilities off because he relies so much on those basic attacks for cooldowns.
So I think this would actually be a very good time for 360 to initiate a fight. The Divine Storm is still down, but there is a hook onto the Zagar. Zagar will be blown up right there, but they'll be able to get a 4-man mosh pit. 4-man maul right there. The mosh pit will be interrupted, and but looks like they're going to go straight into this fight. Grubby's trying to get into the back line, but it looks like it's a bit of a bad idea, as he will be taken down fairly quickly right there. Zorky is going to try to get in, but he will be taken down. Also, Supra will be the next one to be looked upon right there. Divine Storm coming out, but they're going to be able to get the jump onto Spaghetti. Will they be able to get the kill? The ice does come out to save him for a little bit longer, but he will get killed by that Lunar Flare right there, and they're going to go straight onto this boss.
Yep, as it's going to get taken here. A 4-for-0 exchange. The Maw was excellent, but it was too little too late. If you can isolate 4 players like that, you'd like to think you come out on top, but it was just too late there. The mosh pit got interrupted as well. The Rain Avengers came down straight away. And now they have this boss. It's looking like the Nexus Globetrotters are about to slam dunk their way to victory. Kiefer's going to be the first man in here, along with Teebs. They need to split up though, so they take less splash damage. They're walking together. Teebs having to back away from this one. The boss is taking his time. He's slowly crawling his way into the core.
Super taking a little bit of damage, just going to be able to race car his way out of there. We do have the Vile going out, going to be able to slow down a bit of people here, but we do have Ilden doing a lot of damage. Will they be able to pick someone up? It does look like it, but it is too late as the game is over, and GG to Nexus Globetrotters.
Yeah, really nice play from them. The Stitches Tyrande combo, though, didn't work too often as I'd expected to. If it had actually connected in the early game, that game would have been over a good 3, 4, maybe even 5 minutes ago. But they were able to hold out, were 360 Club. They had some great Moors in there. The 3-man Moor in bot lane, the 4-man Moor by the boss there at the end, but it just wasn't enough. The Illidan went a little bit too deep too often, didn't have the support that he needed.
Yep. And so GG to Nexus Globetrotters. They will be advancing to the next game. Once again, I am the Party Foul, and joined with me is Haas. We're going to take a quick break and get back to the next game as soon as possible for you guys. Thank you for joining with us, and we'll be right back.